I want to take a few minutes to reflect with you about the profession of which you are a part. When most of you came to medical school here at the University of Kansas in 1998, you were our first class that we greeted with our white coat ceremony. At that time, we, your faculty, recognized you by helping put on your white coats as the newest members of the medical profession and as our junior colleagues. At that time, you recited the oath of commitment to demonstrate your commitment to your patients, your colleagues, and your profession. Tonight, as you finish the first phase of your medical careers and leave to enter your residency programs, you will recite again the Hippocratic Oath, symbolizing this same commitment. Medicine is an honored and a learned profession, and as such, it carries both privileges and obligations. It is a profession of service to your patients, service to your colleagues, service to your community, and service to the larger society, which has granted you, as a member of the medical profession, the right and responsibility to be accountable for the lives of others. Your patients and society in general expect much of you as physicians. You are expected to work long hours, to put your patients' interests before your own. You will be called upon many times to sacrifice things that are important to you for the good of someone else. But beyond what society and your patients expect of you, there is the undoubted fact that society needs a great deal from you. It's new doctors. You should, in fact, you must, as this country's new generation of physicians, do even more than provide the highest quality medical care to your patients. You and others like you who are graduating from medical schools all across this country are the new generation of American physicians, and you must assume the responsibility for the health care of this society. That means you must get involved. You must help shape healthcare policy that protects patients, that assures equal access to quality health care for all individuals, regardless of their race, their ethnic background, or their sex. You must deal with and solve the problems of how we as a society will provide medical care for those who lack the resources to pay for that care. And you must constantly work with healthcare institutions to continuously improve the quality of the healthcare available to citizens of this country. This is what society expects of you. This is certainly what society needs from you. This is what being a member of a profession is all about. The attributes of the medical professional have been defined as altruism, accountability, excellence, duty, service, honor, integrity, and respect for others. These are certainly the attributes that each of us would want in our physicians, and I think they are the attributes that we all as medical professionals expect in ourselves. These are high but not impossible standards. Speaking for the faculty of your medical school, I believe that every one of you who receives your hood tonight exemplifies these high standards of medical professionalism. Society needs great things from its new doctors. We know that you can deliver on that promise. You are members of a great profession with a great history and an even greater future. I would now like to introduce the Executive Vice Chancellor of the University of Kansas Medical Center, Dr. Donald Hagen.
Thank you, Dr. Powell. Good evening and greetings to the class of 2002. Welcome to your families and friends. We know how proud you feel. Tonight represents the culmination of a lot of work. You devoted years of preparation that now lead to more years of lifetime learning. You spent hours in classrooms laboratories, and libraries. You've had numerous contacts with patients who are your teachers. They're your ultimate teachers. And you've had the benefit of the attention of the tremendous talent base that we call the faculty. These ceremonies mean the university publicly announces its confidence in you and in the education that you received. These ceremonies affirm our trust that you will hold those ideals and values so dear to the profession, serving fellow human beings. Some of you will stay with us for your residencies. Others will go elsewhere. All of you are dear to us. Return to us and tell us what we've done right, what we've done wrong, and how we can improve. We too must be lifetime learners in how best to educate physicians. Congratulations again. This is a proud, proud moment.
Thank you, Dr. Hagan. I would now like to introduce the Chancellor of the University, Robert Hemingway.
On behalf of the University of Kansas, greetings. The University of Kansas has a long and hallowed tradition, acknowledged today in the pomp and circumstance of this hooding ceremony and in tomorrow's commencement. It's a tradition of learning, of transmitting knowledge to successive generations, of discovering new knowledge through research, and of providing service to the people of Kansas, the nation, and the world. For the last several years, the University of Kansas has provided for you an opportunity to prepare yourselves for a lifetime of service. Today, with the color and ritual of academic regalia, the fanfare of celebratory music, the gathering of faculty and family, we acknowledge publicly your achievements. But amidst the tumult and the shouting, I encourage you also to find a quiet moment or two to reflect on your accomplishments and on the rich and varied experiences of the last 4 years, because it's those experiences that have prepared you as physicians. Dana Ashley wrote that the true physician is a scientific scholar of human biology who practices his profession as a perceptive humanist. I'm happy that the University of Kansas has been able to play a critical role in your education as scientist and humanist. And I hope you will carry with you always the heritage of this great university, the University of Kansas. Congratulations.
I would now like to introduce the chairman of the University of Kansas Board of Regents, Peder.
Good evening. I, too, am very proud of the graduates tonight. On behalf of the Kansas Board of Regents, we recognize your decision to enter what most of us would deem the noblest of professions, that of service to others. There can be no higher calling, and the board commends you. And I'd also like to say how proud the families and friends of the graduates must be. You know, as you graduates are thinking and basking in your glory, think of all the people that stood with you, stood behind you, supported you during a very challenging educational experience. And so I'd like to salute them as well tonight. The Board of Regents is keenly aware of its responsibility to prepare young men and women for productive and rewarding careers in medicine. We also recognize the substantial commitment made by the tax-paying citizens of the state of Kansas, as well as the faculty, staff, and alumni of the University of Kansas to provide the quality of medical education that you've enjoyed. As proud as we are here tonight, I would be remiss if I didn't alert you and call your attention to an important event that has been taking place recently in Kansas. This year, the Board of Regents and Education have been challenged in the legislative process by a process that did not seek to fund education to the levels necessary to meet the high level of expectations that Kansas families expect. The Board of Regents, in collaboration with all the regent universities in the state and their political liaisons, fought many battles, and we won many battles on behalf of higher education. But the war is not over, and we must remind ourselves that the rich tradition of quality education that Kansans enjoy cannot be and must not be taken for granted. It must never be compromised. Be vigilant. A state that makes education its #1 priority will enhance the quality of life, the socioeconomic levels of its citizens, improve its workforce, and experience economic development. As we celebrate your significant achievement tonight, I further would challenge you to continue in that spirit of service, of becoming truly committed to the communities that you will practice in. And I also challenge you to never, never, ever forget your alma mater, the University of Kansas. The board expresses its congratulations for your accomplishments. You and your families and friends will long remember this weekend for the rest of your lives. Thank you for letting me share it with you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Blair. The doctoral hood symbolizes learning. The velvet that frames the hood indicates the discipline in which the doctoral degree is awarded. The green velvet of our hoods represents medicine. The lining of the hood represents the colors of the institution granting the doctoral degree. The crimson and blue lining the hoods of our graduates represents the University of Kansas. As we hood each of you tonight, we bestow upon you the mantle of medicine and the University of Kansas as symbols of your knowledge and our confidence in that knowledge. The marshals will now escort the candidates to the stage.
Dr. Peter Elbert Horner, Don Carlos Guffey Award. Dr. John Justin Murphy. Dr. Jeremy Todd Affolter, Merck Manual Award. Dr. Sanjeev Akina. Dr. John Robert Alley, Jr. Dr. Christopher Richard Alleman. Dr. Nushin Amiduddin, the Kyle Lee Gratney Memorial Award and Don Carlos Guffey Award. Dr. Andrea Christine Anthony. Dr. Sandra Michelle Archer, the Russell F. Holcomb Award. Dr. Jacob Thomas Arnett. Dr. Michael Sterling Atha. Excuse me. Dr. John R. Babb, Merck Manual Award. Dr. Melissa Elizabeth Barnes. Dr. David L. Batten. Dr. Dorian Leonard Beasley. Dr. Paul Edward Beebe, Kasumi Arakawa Distinguished Professorship Award. Dr. Lisa Renee Barron. Dr. Benjamin Bryce Fetteridge, the Don Carlos Guffey Award. Dr. Taryn Bhargava. Dr. Michelle Renee Bishop, Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Achievement Citation, Roscoe Falls Morton MD Memorial Fund Award, and the Willard J. Smith MD Award. Dr. Christopher David Burkhalter Blosser, the Don Carlos Guffey Award. Dr. Roger Wayne Boatwright. Dr. Stephen William Borman. Dr. Ladrian Falana Brown. Dr. Paul Randall Bruni. Dr. Maritza Buenaver, the LMMSA Award. Dr. Natasha L. Burney. Dr. Diana Lorraine Cameron. Dr. Cassandra Suzanne Caprice. Dr. Timothy Glenn Carroll. Dr. Sarah Frances Carson. Dr. Tin Xing Chang. Dr. Robert Newton Chaplin. Dr. Amy Elizabeth Cicio, the Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Achievement Award. Dr. Kimberly Coleman Henderson, the Leroy A. Calkins Award, the Norge W. Jaworth Preventive Medicine Excellence Award. Dr. Zachary Seth Collins. Dr. Vanessa K. Cook. Dr. Scott Allen Corcoran, the Benjamin Rush MD Award. Dr. Luis Fernando Cuchinal. Dr. Michael Scott Crosser. Dr. Patricia Calloway Daniel, the Donald W. Goodwin MD Memorial Award and the Helmuth Sprins Award. Dr. Michelle Louise Decker. Dr. Ryan Dale DeHaan. Dr. Stephen William D'Elia. Dr. Joseph R. DiCostanzo. Dr. Stephen Ray Donenworth. Dr. Stephanie Marie Dreiling. Dr. Aaron Augustin Dunn, the Conrad Osborne MD Award. Dr. Matthew Brian Ernest. Dr. Lee Marie Eck, the Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Achievement Citation, and the P.G. Zarlinski Family Award, Kansas City. Dr. Anita Alangovan is hooded by her mother, Dr. Suda Alangovan. Dr. Luis Ernesto Espinoza. Dr. J.R. Fieser. Dr. Zachary Allen Flake. Dr. Bridget Colleen Flynn. Dr. Marisa Julia Flynn. Dr. Brian Eric Freeman. Dr. Jonathan Andrew Freeman. Dr. William Lee Friend, Jr. Dr. Ornette LaFonte Gaines. Dr. Elizabeth Ashley Garwood. Dr. Tapas Ghosh. Dr. Charles Ray Green, the Prakash Raghavan Clinical Student Award, the D. Kramer Reed Award, and the Daniel K. Roberts Medical Student Award. Dr. Julia K. Gregory. Dr. William Samuel Greiner, the Don Carlos Guffey Award. Dr. Suzanne Michelle Griot. Dr. Ryan Michael Grimes. Dr. Megan Elizabeth Groves, the Family Medicine Award. Dr. Jason A. Hampel. Dr. Susan Helene Wiebe Harms, the Malin H. Delp Award, Wichita. Dr. Catherine Ann Weisenfels Hartman, the Malin H. Delp Award, Kansas City. Dr. Robin Dawn Hartvickson, the Distinguished George E. Ned Burkett, MD Award. Dr. Thomas Satcher Helling, Jr. Dr. Corey Elizabeth Hyatt. Dr. James Allen Homan. Dr. Timothy Patrick Hoskins. Dr. Michael Cedric Huff. Dr. Bert Humberg. Dr. James Seth Jacob. Dr. Dennis Michael Jensen, the Don Carlos Guffey Award. Dr. Russell Miller Johnson, the Don Carlos Guffey Award. Dr. Roxana S. Jones. Dr. Nathan Christian Canning. Dr. Shane Christopher Kim. Dr. Kyle Adam Crable, the Merck Manual Award. Dr. Brian Wade Keyser. Dr. Linda Cornett Ladisek, the John B. Redford's Distinguished Professorship Award. Dr. Douglas Richard Lake. Dr. Susan Saji Lava Parmalee. Dr. Paul James Leahy. Dr. Young J. Lee. Dr. Michael David Lipnick. Dr. Jennifer Joy Lucas. Dr. Jill Elaine Mason. Dr. Kelly Ryman Maddox. Dr. Webb Raymond McCants is hooded by his father, Dr. Lynn McCants. Dr. Michael Quinn McCoy. Dr. Lisa Grace Swinton McLaughlin. Dr. Christopher Matthews Meyer. Dr. Carrie Lee Meyer, the P.G. Zarlinski Family Award, Wichita. Dr. Jennifer Ward Miller, the Tom D.Y. Chin Preventive Medicine Excellence Award. Dr. Amber Dawn Mounday. Dr. Bradley Robert Neese. Dr. Sheila Geraldine Neese. Dr. Marquita Stephanie Norman. Dr. Jeffrey Gale Norval. Dr. Andrew Joseph Nasty. Dr. Eric Vincent Knott. Dr. Karen Elizabeth Oles. Dr. Brian Stevens Olson. Dr. Christopher Scott Owings. Dr. Arup Kumar Powell. Dr. Michael C. Park. Dr. James Brian Parmalee. Dr. Anne Elizabeth Patton. Dr. Donald Jean Pegee, Jr. Dr. Christopher Daniel Perez. Dr. Sean Israel Perkins. Dr. Leslie Ann Perry. Dr. Mackenzie Allen Peterson, the Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Achievement Citation. Dr. M. Crystal Phillips Hill. Dr. Amy Michelle Pishoff. Dr. Carly J. Pigg, the Robert H. Robinson, M.D. Award. Dr. Wanda Plunkin. Dr. Casey M. Powell. Dr. Michelle Jean Pope, the Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Achievement Citation, and Drs. Richard and Diana Guthrie Excellence in Pediatrics Award. Dr. Richard Alexander Prudencio, the Emergency Medicine Award. Dr. Carrie Ann Rawson, the Dr. Herbert C. Miller Award. Dr. Prasanth Reddy. Dr. Timothy Allen Richardson, the George J. Farha Award for Excellence in Surgery. Dr. Bryn Elena Richardson. Dr. Justin Lynn Ricker, the Coghill Award. Dr. Shanda Lynn Riley Brungart. Dr. Shannon Lane Robinson is hooded by her father, Dr. John Robinson, and her grandfather, Dr. Robert Robinson. Dr. Brent Lee Rockley. Dr. Kyle E. Rogers. Dr. John David Rogers, the P.G. Zarlinski Family Award in memory of Charlie Zarlinski, M.D., and the Prakash Raghavan Clinical Student Award. Dr. Rodney Mark Samuelson, the Merck Manual Award and the Coghill Award. Dr. Mandy Marie Sander, the Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Achievement Award, the W. Clark Award, and the Kusumo Arakawa Distinguished Professorship Award. Dr. Lisa Jean Shear. Dr. Jennifer Laree Scheid. Dr. Shannon Lynn Schoenthaler. Dr. Luke Y. Shen. Dr. Jeremy Floyd Segrist. Dr. Ellen Elaine Squire. Dr. Michael David Stecker. Dr. Jill Jorgensen Stewart. Dr. Jason Robert Stubbs. Dr. Carrie Daniel Swartz, the Carl E. Becker Jr. MD Award. Dr. Elizabeth Michelle Talley, the Edward V. Williams Award. Dr. Amanda Evans Tauschier, the Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Award and Academic Excellence Award. Dr. Jeffrey Michael Tepley. Dr. John Lawrence Thorne. Dr. Krista Tiller Shackelford, the Janet M. Glasgow Memorial Achievement Award. Dr. Christine Ann Trueblood. Dr. Trenton John Van Eaton. Dr. Vincent Van Hee, the L.L. Marcel Award. Dr. William Joseph Vineyard, the Thomas G. Orr Senior Award. Dr. April K. Wakefield Pagels. Dr. Hillary Ann Warren. Dr. Tanya Lynn Watson. Dr. Joshua Daniel Weber. Dr. William Wallace Webster III. Dr. Stacy Lynn Weedle. Dr. Brent Robinson Weilert. Dr. Mark Allen Wiles. Dr. Tiffany Marie Willard. Amberly K. Wober Windish. Dr. Brett Ryan Winter. Dr. Maleka Nashe Woods. Dr. Michelle J. Yoon. Dr. Brett D. Young.
The reciting of the Hippocratic Oath is a tradition that represents the physician's public affirmation of the values of our profession. The oath is found in the next to last page of your program. I would like to invite all the physicians who are either seated on the stage or in the audience to stand with the graduates and reaffirm your oath with them tonight if you would like to do so. Graduates, would you please stand? And raise your right hands and repeat after me or with me. We'll just read it all together. Upon this day of graduation from the University of Kansas School of Medicine, as I seek admission to the medical profession, I do solemnly affirm, as did the ancient Greeks, by all that I hold most sacred, that according to my ability and judgment, I will keep this oath and its stipulations, to hold my teachers in this art equal to my own parents, and extend to them the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will, by precept, lecture, and every other mode of instruction, impart a knowledge of the art to my sons and daughters and those of my teachers, and to disciples bound by covenant and oath according to the law of medicine. I will follow the system of treatment which, according to my ability and judgment, I consider for the benefit of my patients, and abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous. I will exercise my art solely for the cure of my patients and the prevention of disease, and will give no drugs and perform no operations for a criminal purpose, nor far less suggest such things. With honor and dignity, I will practice my profession, not permitting consideration of religion, nationality, race, or social standing to intervene between duty and my patient. Into whatever house I will enter, I will go for the benefit of the sick and will abstain from every voluntary act of wrongdoing or corruption. Whatever I may see or hear in the lives of men which ought not be spoken abroad, I will not divulge, reckoning that such should be kept secret. While I continue to keep this oath unviolated, may it be granted to me to enjoy life and the practice of the art, respected by all men in all times. But should I trespass and violate this oath, may the reverse be my lot. Please be seated. Graduates, you are now part of an unbroken line of medicine, a profession and tradition reaching back over 2,000 years to the time of Hippocrates, and stretching ahead for each of you through the decades of your own practice. Please remember that you take with you the very best wishes of the faculty and staff of your medical school. The class of 2002 has selected 2 of its members to address the class tonight. And first, I would like to introduce Dr. Peder Horner.
I just want to first off say, Dean Powell, I love the short white coat, but this takes the cake, I tell you. Good evening, classmates. What an exciting evening. In other words, the great Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd, doctor. A warm welcome also to our dear friends, family, and faculty. It is with a great humility and honor that I stand before you this evening. I want to start by thanking some people. Thank you, our families, who have believed in us and encouraged us for so long. Thank you, our friends, who have put up with our lackluster social schedules and yet remained loyal. And thank you, faculty, who have given us your time, your energy, and your patience to teach us. And thank you, administration, who with great foresight accepted us into medical school and then kept us on track once we were in. It was just over 4 years ago that I received a letter that I kept on my refrigerator until just recently. Of course, I'm referring to the congratulations you've been accepted letter signed by Dean Powell. I remember having conflicting feelings after I achieved that which I and my classmates here tonight had been striving for. Feelings of anxiety, feelings of thankfulness, and feelings of extreme happiness. Happiness of the confirmation that I would be able to enter the profession that I felt called to. Thankful that I had gotten in. Anxious, not knowing what to really expect. Oh, sure, I'd watched the Nova Making of a Doctor movie, but was med school really going to be survivable? Exactly how much pain would be involved in being made into a doctor? Unfortunately, Kenneth Ludmeyer's seminal work, A Time to Heal, wasn't published until we were in our second year. He made a small point that struck me. He said that the goal of medicine, medical education particularly, was not to teach all of medicine, but rather to teach the medical student how to become a lifelong learner. Now, apparently this is not a new idea. However, had I known and embraced this fact early during the first year, I'm sure that at least some of the anxiety that I had before that cramming for that first biochem exam could have been assuaged. Nevertheless, who could have foreseen the good times we had during medical school? I think you'll remember bacteriology with Dr. Furtado, daily pimping sessions on the medicine service, being lovingly reproved in the OR, and who could forget the fun we had on OBGYN? No, seriously, I will always remember the pathology final during our second year. Mike Apostle showed up late, dressed in camouflage, armed with a super soaker, and boldly proceeded to wet the front of Dr. Fishback's pants in front of the entire class. During the clinical years, one of the most important things I learned from one of KU's ethicists, Dr. Martha Montello, that the diseases and the problems our patients bring to us are not isolated singular events. Rather, afflictions and difficulties occur within the context of a lifetime of experiences, including successes and failures, cultural predispositions, and spiritual beliefs. Realizing this allows us to approach our patients and the unavoidable ethical dilemmas that they will present with an eye on the eternal novel that is being continually written. The words of these novels come not from someone gifted with a pen, but rather from our patients themselves. Our patients who handle sickness and the manifold difficulties that life throws at them every day. Apropos these words of the novel that I was just speaking about and how they can enrich our lives as physicians, I'd like to quote the physician poet William Carlos Williams, who wrote, "The relationship between physician and patient, if it were literally followed, would give us a world of extraordinary fertility of the imagination, which we can hardly afford." I was nearly knocked off my feet when I read this because we all know about physician burnout and disillusionment. I read recently that only about 50% of practicing physicians would recommend their children enter medicine. I wonder if the other 50% have lost touch with their patients and the fulfillment reaped by cultivating that blessed doctor-patient relationship. However, as a class at KU, I believe we've all been well equipped to establish meaningful relationships with our patients. When I think of a word to characterize our class, harmony immediately comes to mind. Now, my wife is quick to admonish me to be judicious when discussing music, for I have a tendency to spontaneously burst into rapture and give music lessons and start teaching. So bear with me, honey, just for a second. This is good stuff. So anyway, although a synonym for unity, harmony is, of course, a commonly used term in music theory to describe the pleasing result of simultaneously playing different notes. A single note by itself cannot achieve harmony. However, add a third and a fifth, and you get a major chord. Drop the third 1/2 step, and you get a minor chord. You get the idea. That's it. So depending on the notes chosen to compose a chord, the harmony will sound differently. Just as in musical harmony, our class is composed of many different and fascinating individuals here tonight. Recently, I've begun converting my vinyl jazz collection to compact discs, and I came across some words that I wanted to share with you tonight. They come from the liner notes on the back of an Ornette Coleman album. Mr. Coleman is known for creating the genre of jazz named avant-garde. It's pretty wild to listen to. But referring to his approach to recording music with his bands, he writes, "I let everyone express himself just as he wants to. The musicians have complete freedom, and so, of course, our final results depend entirely on the musicianship, emotional makeup, and taste of the individual. Ours is at all time a group effort, and it is only because that we have the rapport that we do that our music takes on the shape that it does. A strong personality with a star complex would take away from the effectiveness of our group, no matter how brilliantly he played." And this reminds me of our class. Our chord class has been played, and it sounds wonderful. Each of us being hooded here tonight bring to medicine our own unique talents, personalities, and opinions, our own note to a harmonious chord. Ours has been and always will be a group effort. Our successes are based on cooperation and decreasing the self and increasing our neighbors. Medicine desperately needs leaders, that's true. But like Mr. Coleman's jazz group, physicians with a star complex would diminish our effectiveness as a group. I am reminded of how we worked together to get through microbiology. Groups of us had contributed to answering large groups of questions and then shared their work with the rest of the class. And I also distinctly remember Aroop's bacteriology tutoring sessions. Thank you, Aroop. These are but two small examples of the unity our class exhibited throughout the past 4 years. So in closing, I'd like to say what a pleasure it is to have worked with so many superb people, classmates, people who have given their time and energy with the goal of caring for patients and making our medical school even better. Like the melody that songs are built upon, KU has provided the solid foundation upon which we will care for our patients and build our careers. Let us continue to listen to our patients and discover their stories. Classmates, I encourage each of you to continue expressing yourselves to, if you will, play your note. And I say, let the sweet, harmonious music of the University of Kansas School of Medicine, class of 2002, be heard throughout America and the world. Doctors, good night.
Thank you, Dr. Horner. I'd now like to introduce Dr. John Murphy.
Peter, you're a tough act to follow. I would expect nothing less. Thanks a lot. We met for the first time as a class in Battenfeld Auditorium. And the memory of that morning is crisp enough, it seems a little difficult to believe that this is the last time we'll be together as a class under the same roof. Although an awful lot has happened between then and now, the fellowship and the support that we have enjoyed as a class has been the constant. Few other things in medical school have been as constant, except for maybe stress and hard work. The stress of basic science force feeding, countless bubble sheet exams, no fewer than 2 national board examinations, thousands of patient encounters, and whatever else happened in our lives outside of medical school, and yes, there is such a thing. The big stress of the basic science years was staying motivated enough to keep our heads above water. Now, don't get me wrong, I was absolutely fascinated by such cliffhangers as the blob and non-blob regions of the extrastriate cortex. I only wish I was making that up, as well as the 1001 causes of microvesicular lipid accumulations in the hepatocyte and other such pearls, but even that got old after a while. Clinical rotations were a lot better, but just when you started to know the answers to the questions and you'd figured out where the bathrooms were, you had to go start someplace else. Of course, the residency application dance didn't do a lot to put us at ease either until it was all done. But what made these and other triumphs and tribulations, great and small, not only bearable, but even fun in sort of an odd sort of way, was that we could share our experiences, our thoughts, and our insights with one another. Now, the unofficial curriculum of hours-long coffee-fueled study breaks, road trips, epic intramural games at Kermeyer, and multiple discussions at KU Med East, that would be the jigger, were ways for us to keep putting one foot in front of the other until we got here. Now, not only did our relationships keep us going when, frankly, not very much else was able to, but we also learned a tremendous amount from one another. Now, our professors, our mentors, our parents, our friends, residents all had a critical role in our education. But as the physician author Lewis Thomas wrote, when I'm asked which member of the Harvard faculty had the greatest influence on my education in medicine, I no longer grope for name on that distinguished roster. What I remember now from this distance is the influence of my classmates. We taught each other, we maybe even set careers for each other without realizing at the time that so fundamental an educational process was even going on. Now, we may never completely realize the full extent of the influence of our relationships here, but what is clear is that by sticking together, making music, sometimes cacophony, sometimes harmony, but it worked out, we managed to thrive in an intimidating environment. And if we want to continue to enjoy the rest of our careers in medicine, that is exactly what we'll need to keep doing. We have jumped through the hoops of medical school, and now we face enormous challenges in the medical profession, not the least of which are significant concerns regarding the performance and cost of our system, the numbers of people without ability to pay for our health care. We are also faced with technological innovation in everything from genetics to information technology to imaging that offer novel therapies. For example, we can visualize glucose metabolism of tissues. We can create three-dimensional images of virtually any anatomical structure and specifically treat, for the first time, many diseases. And we will be faced with issues of how and when to use our new technology, how to pay for it all, and how to ensure that the most people possible have access to quality health care. But perhaps the biggest opportunity and the biggest challenge of all will be to incorporate these new ideas, realities, and concepts into the core principles and arts of medicine that have stood for thousands of years. Will our ability to virtually see disease processes tempt us to abandon our role as guides and companions and educators? Will our understanding of the genetic code, for example, and advances in information technology make it much more difficult for us to keep the secrets of our patients? These questions and others that we will face demonstrate the demands of our responsibilities to our patients, our profession, and ourselves. However, I'm confident that they will be answered as we use our collective gifts, talents, dedication, and insights and teamwork that we have learned and will continue to learn from one another. As the anthropologist Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Now, on match day this year, we opened another thin envelope that revealed the next step in the journey. Most of us feel a nervous anticipation about what our residencies and what our careers will bring. We face the task of delivering unprecedented advances in medical care while staying true to the art of medicine. But if we've learned anything in medical school, it's that working together to educate ourselves is a shared privilege and joy that can overcome obstacles and last a lifetime. My thanks to you, class of 2002, and to everybody who's helped put us here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. I'm sure I speak for this entire audience when I say to this group of graduates collectively and individually that we're all very proud of you and your achievements, proud to have had part in your education, and we look forward to your future accomplishments with that same sense of pride as well. With us here tonight is another group that is very much part of this ceremony and which deserves special recognition. These are the family members who have contributed so much to those who are receiving their hoods tonight. So I'd like to ask those of you who are wives, husbands, partners of the graduates to please stand up with your children if they're present. Those of you who are parents of members of the graduating class, those of you who are grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, or have any other special relationship to a member of the class, would you please stand up? Have just been recognized have been more than spectators during these ceremonies. You are participants in a very real sense. The recognition and the respect which the University of Kansas extends through its faculty and officers to the graduates belongs to you also. Without your help, your patience, your encouragement, your willingness to do without on occasion, many of the graduates who have just received their hoods would not be here this evening. You too have a reason to celebrate an achievement. In significant measure, these ceremonies belong to you. Not only at this moment, but for all time, you have a right to take pride in your efforts and your accomplishments on behalf of these graduates. This concludes our hooding ceremony. We would like to request that the audience remain seated until the recessional of the faculty and graduates is completed, and then please join us outside for a reception.